Hello everyone, I'm Kajal Mehra from TimesTech, and today we are at Convergence India Expo 2023. It's the 33rd Convergence India Expo, and today with us is Mr. Madhukar Tripathi from Anritsu. Hi Madhukar.
Hi,
I
Kajal.
welcome
Yes.
you to our video interaction. First of all, I would like you to introduce about the Anritsu. How is Anritsu um, helping to immerse technologies in India
Yeah.
or in
Thank
the
you,
world?
Kajal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So, my name is Madhukar Tripathi, and I'm working with Anritsu India Private Limited. We are a Japanese company, and we provide the telecommunication test and measurement equipments for telecommunication industry. These products are used in R&D, production, and field testing of the various telecommunication devices, network, and standard compliance testing. That's a very brief, and we cover all the technologies from wireless to wired, whether it is a 3G, 4G, 5G, or even later 6G. From the wired side, we are providing the solution for 100G, 400G, 800G, even 1.6G TBPS touch solution we have provided to the industry from the telecommunication point of view.
Thank you very much. So moving ahead to the Q&A session, my first question for you is that at this Convergence India Expo 2026, how is Anritsu Corporation contributing to the evolution of 5G and early development of 6G technologies?
Yeah, Kajal. So, we have seen now the actually 5G is almost matured. We have been very instrumental and the leading player in the 5G R&D test equipments for research and development. Our network testing tool or network simulator MT8000 model has been used by a lot of the chipset companies like Qualcomm, Intel, Sony, and other companies who were developing the 5G chipset for mobile handsets. And similarly, we have the 5G NR conformance testing tool or signal generator, which has been used by a lot of the antenna and network manufacturer for compliance testing as per 3GPP standards. That way, we have been involved with major players for 5G R&D production and field testing. Also, we have field testing instruments such as handheld spectrum analyzer, which are used for 5G FR1, FR2 frequency coverage related testing or the BTS signal quality testing. And these testing are very good for the actually understanding the KPI and good customer experience.
Okay.
And for the 6G point of view, yes, we have a vector network analyzer actually, which is supporting the FR3 frequency band, which is a primary candidate for the 6G R&D. With our equipment, people in, for example, 6G R&D stage academics, they are using our VectorStar product, which is a VNA actually, and they are doing the channel sounding and modeling for the 6G related applications.
Okay. Thank you very much for the introduction and for the products that you have been exhibiting in this convergence. My second question for you is that Anritsu has a long legacy in test and measurement solutions. How is this expertise evolving to support emerging technologies like IoT ecosystem and NTN?
Yes, Anritsu has actually recently celebrated its 130th year. That is showing our legacy. We are one of the oldest company in the world for providing the test and measurement solution to the telecom industry. And coming to the IoT part, yes, with the 5G, actually IoT is a very strong use case where our test instruments are used in the R&D and production of IoT modules. And a lot of vendors who are developing the IoT module and sensors, they are integrating to the system. They are using our product in the IoT devices, and a lot of details are available on our website, and we can see the customer name and how they are using our products for those applications. It is basically the compliance testing by the lab or the production testing in the production module, because you need a very high speed or multi-port equipments where the number of modules to be tested are very fast, and you can test all them in a very lesser time. So this is how we are supporting the IoT module testing with our testers.
Okay. So India is rapidly scaling its digital connectivity infrastructure. What opportunities do you see for Anritsu in supporting telecom operators, device manufacturers, and smart city ecosystem here?
Yes, so as said, Kajal, we are primarily a test instrument company, and our test instruments are used by operator for network monitoring and continuous QA testing. For example, some site has a lot of call drop. and how to ensure that there is a lesser call drop. You have to check the whole transmitter or a BTS or a G node from the like a network side and from the device side also. So our test instruments like handheld spectrum analyzer, which provides the full compliance testing of the network or BTS or G node B in the 5G case. That is how we are contributing to the antenna manufacturer plus network equipment manufacturer or BTS manufacturer to ensure that the standards are 100% compliant to the new models and they are interoperable with the different operators, and we can see the actually good customer experience by using these instruments and therefore the products by the companies.
Okay. Anritsu's solutions span across sectors like automotive, aerospace, and IoT. How do you see cross-industry innovation shaping the future of communication technologies?
Yeah, Kajal, this question is actually very good and most relevant in today's environment, because this program itself, for example, is convergence. So we see the communication technology is no more only the calling or the internet surfing. Now the communication has reached to the automotive industry. For example, we see connected car already on the roads. What it is actually doing, there's a lot of electronics inside the car, and the like ADAS or V2X kind of scenario where vehicle to X or V2V vehicle to vehicle scenario. So we are having our test instruments or network simulator where people are testing from the automotive electronic side. They are testing the ADAS board with our equipment. Even we have recently launched a very unique solution which we call it hybrid e-call testing. For example, in the case of crash or emergency, there's an accident and the customer or the car driver passenger has to reach to the nearest emergency services. For example, it may be police or hospital. In case there's no call from the accident car, what will happen? The system should be, or car should be able to make its own emergency call to the nearest already pre-recorded of field services. For example, 112 in our India case or 911 in the US case. After the crash, if 10 seconds there is no call, then the system will automatically make a call that to the nearest service center, and he will get the over support by this. That way, like he will get the GPS coordinate also, so that the necessary like relief work can be started at the earliest. And this is, we call it hybrid. That means like it will work for the 4G network also, it will work for the 5G network also.
Okay. So as network evolve towards higher frequencies and greater data speed, what are the biggest testing challenges industry players face, and how is Anritsu addressing them through innovation?
Yes, I mean, of course, with the 6G coming, a new frequency bands are coming which are on the higher frequency. We do have a solution which are our like a single sweep solution or single sweep up to say 220 gigahertz VNA or vector network analyzer. So with this equipment, actually the research industry, they can overall characterize their antenna or material for which is primary use for or being under study for the 6G application FR3 bands also. Likewise, the academics or research people can, or they are using our equipment for channel modeling or channel sounding of FR3 frequency. And what is happening, the characteristic of the radio propagation is entirely different as compared to the low frequency or normal frequency versus the higher frequency. So if you want to characterize a broadband system which should support the low frequency and higher frequency also, the equipment should be also equally capable. And we have equipment which are covering a very wide range, as I said, up to 220 gigahertz. Single sweep, we can characterize material or the antenna with our equipments. This is how we are contributing to the research of advanced or future technologies, communication technologies.
Perfect, Madhukar. Thank you so much for your time and for your valuable insights, for answering my questions very well. And thank you very much for watching us.
Thank you, Kajal.
Thank you.